Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's October. Gosh, can you believe it's already October? And you know what that means. That means spooky stuff is about to happen. Does it get any more spooky than this? Where your computer is locked up and you can't get in it. Mercury retrograde, take me away. So if I could get in my computer, I'd be able to show you a few things, but as it is right now, I'm on hold. I am waiting to get into my computer to see what the heck this Excel file is that's taking so long opening. Have you got a lot of stuff on your computer, on your hard drive, that you don't even know what it is anymore? Well, make October the month for you to clean up and get that stuff out of there. Well, as it turns out, that happened to be an ACX report on sales for one of my audio books from back in 2016. I definitely do not need that spreadsheet anymore, nor any other ones like that. I can get fresh new downloads from ACX anytime I want to, as well as any of my sales reports that I'm interested in from Amazon. So if those are kinds of things that are clogging up your hard drive, delete them. Delete them today. So apparently today is going to be the day when we're going to talk about things a writer should and should not keep on their hard drive. And believe me, there's plenty to be said about this. Well, if you're like me, you kind of like to keep those zipped up files for website themes for your desktop. I love those things, and Google has a lot of them, and I like them, and those are on my hard drive, and I'm kind of considering, do I really need to keep those on my hard drive? Can't I go out and get those at any time whenever I want them? Well, certainly I can. What do you think? Do you think I should keep them? I also like to keep sales and royalty reports from, 2016? No. Those need to be deleted. Those reports can be gotten from ACX or from Amazon at any time, as I've said before. But those are the kinds of things that once we download them to our computer, we think we have to have them. And we kind of have a tendency to neglect getting them out of there once they've served their usefulness. So if this is you, clean it up. Also, do you see anything similar here? Well, sure you do. There's two icons that I got from Canva. One says Kim Smith Author Newsletter apply today, and the other one says Kim Smith Author Newsletter sign up today. What is different about the two of those? One of those needs to go. Now this is a cover. This is cover art for a short story that I wrote. And by the way, this one is a freebie that you can get by going to a specific link that I'll send you if you sign up for my newsletter. Since we're speaking of newsletters, and the information on that's going to go out very soon, since it is a Christmas story, I probably will wait till probably mid-October or so before I start offering this freebie. Most people aren't interested in Christmas books until it gets closer, but that's going to be a freebie you can get if you want to. Sign up for my newsletter. Oh, and speaking of Canva, if you're making graphics on Canva and downloading it to your computer for use over and over for multiple purposes, just know that Canva keeps all of this stuff on file at Canva. You don't necessarily have to download it to your computer and keep it ad nauseum. So if this is the kind of thing that you're clogging up your hard drive with, just be aware you don't have to download it. Now, there are some things you definitely do want to keep on your computer. Any kind of Excel files that you have created about maybe your personal budgets, or the formatted proof copy of a hardback book, or even your resume. Those are the kinds of things that you would download to your computer and keep. Although I have to say, I'm kind of willy-nilly with all this stuff. And here I hope and pray that I can have time to stick it all in a folder that is marked for specific purposes. That way I don't have to wonder and spend all this time opening this stuff up and looking at it. This personal budget template looks to me like it's been downloaded more than once because of the little one at the end of the name. So it's probably something that I downloaded and then couldn't get and then downloaded again. And it probably needs to be deleted. These are the kinds of things you need to examine on your hard drive. Make October the month for that, you guys. Now, while I'm thinking about it, do you write out into a notebook your daily plans and, things that you want to keep up with for the day? Maybe your word count and your chore list and things that need to be remembered. Do you write it down in a notebook? If you do, then you don't need to keep that on your hard drive. If you're doing a digital version, then do away with the notebook. But you don't have to have both unless you just want to. And another thing. Make October your month to clean things. Not just your digital files, but gosh, clean up your hardware. Is this not the nastiest thing you've ever seen? This almost makes me want to go get a brand spanking new keyboard. Well, if you look at my desk, it's not the cleanest either. Now I'm going to get controversial here. See all these books up here? Most all of these books are how to write books. They're everything from research on how to write to, research on Irish fairy and folk tales, show don't tell, how to write for children and teenagers. Oh, the Elements of Fiction Writing by Writer's Digest, all of those books. I have got so many research books and books about writing, and I'm just sitting here thinking, why am I keeping all these? Oh, well, these are the books that I'm reading currently or have read. Don't pay any attention to these. But I'm wondering, why am I keeping all these? Most all of these are old books. Most all of them are old books, and writing instructions change. If those were, say, published in the 1990s or the early 2000s, chances are pretty good that the methods that are offered in those books on how to write have changed. Readers change. Our attention span changes. We are not the people we were back in the 1990s when it comes to reading. We certainly shouldn't be the people we were in the 1990s with the way we do our writing. So if you're accumulating a bunch of how-to books that are from the way back whens, now would be a good time to clean those out. You can donate them. Libraries would probably like to have them. I know that places like care centers, thrift stores, and places like that will certainly take them. Also, another good thing to remember is if you're a member of a critique group and you've been getting submissions from your critique partners for critiques, and you take that from maybe your email list to your computer. Maybe you download it from email onto your computer so that you can open it in Word and do your edits and print it off, or however you may want to do it. After you've sent that critique back to your critique partner via email or printing it off and handing it to them, it is a great idea to delete those off of your hard drive. That is proprietary work. That belongs to someone else, and that is not something we want to keep on our own personal hard drives. And then you guys, after all that is done, it is a good time, very good time, for you to run your malware scanner and do a virus update. I was kidding about the Mercury upgrade, but sometimes our systems get really slogged with all kinds of little bugs and viruses and things, and it slows everything down, and sometimes it really prevents you from doing the work you need to do. So today, go out there and run the scanners for malware, spy bots, and viruses. You will thank me later, I promise. That's it for me today, you guys. Until next time, happy computing.